Okay, second try. Let's see how this is working out. Check everything. I think it's connecting. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I'm connecting Zoom and going live in Facebook. There's a couple things happening here. So I want to make sure. Second try. Let's see. Oh, see, it's working out. An echo. That needs to stop. Okay, now we're ready to go. All right, so today is one of the first Going Live Tuesdays, which I think I'm going to change the name to Mini but Mighty Tuesday trainings because they're going to be really short and really sweet, meaning that whatever I'm teaching you in these trainings, they can be immediately implemented to save you time and lower some stress levels, because I know right now teachers are incredibly stretched for time. So that is what this group is all about. It's about leveraging Canvas, leveraging technology so that you can just have more free time. Have more time to take care of yourself, reflect, be there for your students, be present. And that all has to do with making Canvas your personal teaching assistant. That's what I like to call it. Okay, so today, first of all, my apologies. If you're new here, my name is Nicole. I am a Canvas LMS coach. I am a learning designer. I spend all of my time supporting teachers and building really optimized, efficient, effective Canvas courses so they can have incredible impact while shamelessly getting more free time back in their day. Okay. And that's exactly why I created this group so that I can share these tips and we can support each other. Because if you are new to leveraging e-learning, which is my company, or myself as a learning designer, I fully believe that teachers need to be supported first before they can ever support their students. It's the whole put the oxygen mask on yourself first before you can assist your students. Okay. And that is what I care about the most. I was a very burnt out teacher until I started understanding the power of technology and how it can support me first so that I could be there for my students. Okay. All right. So today's training is going to be all about key principle number 2 in this wonderful book that I read by Dr. Robin Jackson, Never Work Harder Than Your Students. Okay. And other great teaching principles. So principle number 1, I'm going to leave it linked below. Essentially, it's all about creating a visual so that students understand how we're going to walk them up the ladder of cognitive ability to master a standard. Okay, so they're going to start here, then you're going to go here, then you're going to go here, making it very visual and very known, taking the mystery out of the learning process. That was key number 1. And I also provided you how Canvas can help you do that without you putting in a bunch of extra work. Key feature there, that blog post is going to be posted below this video. So key principle number 2 is support your students before they fail. Now, that's not incredibly mind-blowing, but what Dr. Jackson is really saying is you need to think about some support before students actually get to the point where they need them, before they're failing a summative assessment. Now, of all the teachers that I know and all the teachers that I've coached, it's not that they don't know this principle. They very much understand mastery teaching, however, or master teaching. The problem is, where do they come up with the time to make this happen in their class, right? That is where I come in. So what I want to do now, and let me check my notes before I jump in, I get too excited about showing you things. I do want to mention the Friday free coaching Fridays that we do in this group. So if you're new here or you didn't see my previous posts, I provide free coaching for your questions, your specific questions about Canvas, about systems that are happening in your class, things that are taking too long, things that are frustrating for you in Canvas or even just in your class. And you just want someone to take a look at this and try to come up with a solution that will save you time and energy. So that is a whole premise around free coaching Fridays. I have linked the free Coaching Friday form in this description of the video. So you can do a quick click. It's like 3 questions long, I believe, essentially just giving me some information about your challenge or your struggle right now. And I use all of my expertise, my 6 years plus training faculty in Canvas to come up with an optimized solution. Okay, so check that out if you want to get involved and really just leverage my knowledge as much as you can to help you save time. That is literally the reason why I'm here. Okay, so if you see me looking down, I'm just referencing my notes. All right, so now I get to jump into this training. Again, so the key principle is to support students before they fail. So this is the whole point. I have something in my own coaching framework that I call direct your red flags. And essentially, this is very similar to what Dr. Jackson is saying. In my framework, direct your red flags, this is about thinking about an upcoming unit, okay, and the standards that go along with that unit. And you want to identify 1 to 2 key skills or areas of content that you know students really need to be successful in this unit, to be able to do whatever the standards are asking them to do. So for example, let's say you're going to do a unit on writing argumentative essays. Now, you know, in order to be successful and even start in the writing process, students first need to be able to, 1, extract some evidence from a nonfiction article or from an article, and 2, compose a solid thesis statement. Okay, they need to have those skills first. So what you can do is create 1 short pre-assessment just based on those 1 to 2 key skills or content knowledge that they need to start with in order to be successful in the unit. So a quick pre-assessment. Then you create 3 activities that are going to be what your students need. So for example, your group students who score proficient on those key skills or content knowledge, those are your high scoring students. They have demonstrated they know exactly how to do that skill. No problem, they've gotten it. They can actually move on to an extension activity, and you don't need to make these from scratch, right? A lot of curriculum gives you lots of extension activities. That is for these students. You can also just send them to a fun place where they can connect real life to that skill, such as, you know, a news article that they can do that same skill with. Okay, those are your top students. Your mid-level students, they are showing that they kind of understand what you're asking of them, but they definitely need more practice. So what you can do is you can create just a mini lesson where they get some direct instruction, like a 5-minute video, some scaffolding, and some practice. Okay, so you're going to give them what they need to be successful with that skill, right? The low-level scoring students, man, they really need some support. They need that direct instruction. They need some examples. They need to look at an evaluation between a good thesis statement and a not so good one, and how to scaffold and put that together. They might need some one-on-one support with closed reading strategies or group support there. So you can put that mini lesson together just for them. Okay, and absolutely, you should be using the same materials for levels 2 and 3, or the mid and lower level, right? So you can create a mini direct instruction lesson, and that's going to be used for both of those levels. You're going to create the same scaffolding, that's going to be used. You're going to create the same practice, that's going to be used. Maybe the lower range students, those are the students that are going to meet with you as a small group to do that together in class, something like that. Okay, so you're not creating a ton of new material. You are just providing support for students before they fail. Okay, so here is the magical part that I've been waiting to share with you. Canvas can set all of this up for you automatically. All right, so I'm going to leverage a system in Canvas or feature in Canvas called Mastery Paths. You may have heard this term before. It can seem kind of complex, but I promise you it can be set up very simply. And in fact, I'm going to show you the 5 steps that you need to do in order to leverage this feature. And I'm going to show you just how easy it is to do this. So I'm going to jump into my example Canvas class. All right, so I'm sharing my screen now so we can jump in here. Great. Okay, so first of all, I want to show you a unit that I set up Mastery Paths for. Here it is. So Mastery Paths, again, you just have your first pre-assessment. So we're going to pretend like this assignment is a quick pre-assessment on one specific skill or content knowledge. Then my students who scored 100% or 70 to 70%, they're going to go off and do this activity. My students who scored kind of mid-range, they're going to do this activity. And my lower scoring students, they need a lot of support. They're actually going to do this activity here. Okay, so this is what Mastery Paths looks like. One of the great parts of Mastery Paths is that students are only going to see which path or which activity they have been assigned based on the outcome of that pre-assessment. So they're only going to see what pertains to them. Okay. All right, so let me show you exactly how easy to do this. The first step that you're going to do is, of course, create these activities. So I'm going to scroll up to a unit that I don't have Mastery Paths set for. Okay, and we're going to use this set of assignments here. So first step you're going to do is create that pre-assessment, create the extension, create the mid-level, create the low level. Okay, so the 4 assignments there. That's the first step. Step number 2 is you're going to set which activity is going to be your pre-assessment. So to do that, all you're going to do is go over to the right-hand side. I'm currently in modules. You're going to find the right-hand side, click the triple dots, and you're going to find Mastery Paths. Click Mastery Paths. Okay, that is literally step 2. That's all you're doing, is telling Canvas which assignment is going to be used as that pre-assessment. Step number 3 is for you to set up your scoring. So here is where we're going to set up the rest of Mastery Paths. And here are our 3 levels. And you are telling Canvas based on which scoring are you going to send students into each group. So I know that most school districts has 80% as proficient. And then for the mid-level students, I want them to end at, let's say, 60%. Okay, or this is points currently. So 60 points. And then anything below 60 points, I want them to be in the lower range group so I can support them as needed. Okay, that is step number 3. Step 4 is to assign the activities to each group. You're going to click the plus button, and then it's going to give you every assignment that you have in your class. You can also filter by specific assignment types just to filter it down even more. Or you can just do a search. So this pre-assessment is 1.4. So I know that 1.4B is going to be for, actually, I'm going to switch it up. A, B, C, D. So I'm going to say the D is for my proficient group. They're going to write and share. Okay, my mid-level group, clicking the plus button. 1.4C, they're going to do a read and learn. And then my lower level students that need a little more support, they are going to do this. They are going to do the vocabulary and some other pieces of that assignment. Now, there's a couple things I want to point out. First of all, look at the fact that you can add more than one activity. So you can add multiple activities for students to go through to create a full learning journey that is customized based on an outcome of an assessment. So you can add multiple things here, okay? The second thing I want to point out is that these triple dots make it really easy to edit, to move this assignment into other groups. So you can have one assignment in multiple groups, and then you can also just remove it completely. Okay, so that is step number 4. Last step, step 5, is to make sure in each assignment that you have only assigned mastery paths to it. So you don't assign all of your students to each of these assignments, you assign mastery paths. This means that, again, only the students who score in a certain range are going to see the assignment that pertains to them. That also means in the gradebook, only students who have been assigned to this activity based on the mastery path are going to have that grade column in the gradebook, okay? So let me show you how to do that step number 5. We're gonna go back to modules. That's where I have the activities listed. And to make sure, oh, it's coming, it's coming. Okay, so to make sure that these assignments have only been assigned to Mastery Paths, I'm going to click Edit. I'm going to go down to where it says Assign to Everyone. I'm going to remove, oops, it jumped on me. Remove the Assign to Everyone and go to Mastery Paths. Okay, this is again going to make sure that only students who are in this Mastery Path are going to be responsible for submitting this assignment. Okay, and we click Save. Okay, it's going to say, hey, this is not going to be assigned to everyone in the class. Are you sure? Yes, that's what we want to do. Okay, and now it's saved. So you want to do that for every single assignment that you have in the Mastery Path, just to make sure students aren't doing an assignment that's not for them. Okay, all right, so that is what Mastery Paths is. That is how you can make this key principle number 2 happen in your class with no stress at all. I also want to talk about what Mastery Paths can do for you as the teacher, right? How is it going to support you as the educator? Number 1, it's going to create customized learning plans for students based on performance outcomes. That's really nice to have. Secondly, it's going to document the fact that you have differentiated instruction and what that instruction looks like. Number 3, it's going to track student data and progress based on your differentiated instruction. And number 4 is also going to give you a ton of time and space in your classroom to meet students where they are. Okay, so I hope this training has been really helpful for you. I hope you found something in it that you find that you can use right away to help you save some time, increase your impact while also increasing your free time. Okay, now to connect this back to key principle number 1, which is to make the learning path very visual for students, all you want to do is make sure students are very clear on why they're doing this pre-assessment, what the skill is, and how it connects to the upcoming unit. Okay, what is the skill, what are they doing, and why are they doing it? That's the only thing you need to do there. All right. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you found this video helpful and these kind of live trainings helpful, just give me a little like so that I know I should keep doing this. If you have any questions at all, leave a comment. I will get back to you ASAP. And as always, have a great time teaching. And if you're not, let's fix that together.